Mothers Against Drunk Driving, mad. Fuck you. Now, I'm glad that I started out the video like that because I'm in kind of a ranting mood right now, if you'll look at the title. And it's actually something that's been kind of bothering me for a couple of weeks, and it's probably going to be going on until I actually turn 21. Now, I almost feel a little bit unqualified to speak on things like this because usually hindsight is the best vision, and I'd be better off speaking after I'm 21. But that's not entirely true, and I'm going to tell you why. This is basically just a rant about me talking about age limits. The 21 age limit is not the only one I'm going to talk about. I'm also going to be talking about the 18 age limit and the discrepancy between the two. I'm just, like I said, I'm in a ranting mood and there's something that I need to get off my chest. If this appeals to anybody, good. If it's just me ranting to myself, that's great. At least I got it out there. These age limits that they have, the 18 and 21, are complete bullshit. I like the word bullshit as well, because if you've ever seen the show Penn and Teller's Bullshit, where they debunk this crap, it's a very good show. I suggest you watching it. So 18 and 21. I turned 18 in 2008. I was born in 1990, so that's how I can remember my age by the years they match up. So in 2011, I will be 21, December 1st to be exact. So I turned 18 in 2008. Right around the age when I was about 15, I realized that I was actually pretty well matured, and I'm like, at that point, I started realizing that these age limits might not be a good idea. At 16, when I got the ability to drive, I'm still thinking, I can't believe I have to be 18 to do X or Y, buy a gun or, buy a cigarette, even though I don't smoke. I've smoked a few cigars, and that's about it. Or, you know, do this, do that. I think it's ridiculous that they do that. When I was 17, I was really getting pissed off because I was definitely old enough to do some of the things that I saw my friends doing. This affected me a lot. Hey, look, Sports Center's on. This affected me a lot because I was the young one in my class. I graduated college, or excuse me, high school when I was 17. I graduated college when I was 20. When I was 19. Why did I say 20? I don't know. When I was 19, I graduated college, 2 years after I have a 2 year degree. And when I was 17, I was really getting pissed off because my friends in my high school class could do things that I couldn't. At this point, when I was 17, I started realizing that basing things on your age is completely bullshit. Okay, at 17, I gained the privilege of being able to go in GameStop, as I am a gamer, of being able to go in GameStop and buying a mature rated video games without having my mommy or daddy say that it was okay. That is completely retarded. Okay, now it got completely retarded before I was 17 when I would go in there at 15 or 16, pick up Grand Theft Auto that I'd been playing since I was 8 or 9, and I would get denied and have to go get my parents every single time. Now, okay, do it once, do it twice. When the people know you and see you all the time buying the same things, having to require an ID for a video game that has been shown multiple times to not have any effect whatsoever on harming young children or adults or anything like that, many times it's been proved that it doesn't do anything. It's fucking stupid. So I'm 17. Then I turned 18. And this really pissed me off when I turned 18. This fact right here. A couple of things. One, I felt the same at 18 as I did at 17, 16, and 15. My mentality had not changed at all. I didn't think when I'm 15 that, boy, I sure am glad they're keeping us 15-year-olds away from these big dangerous things. I didn't think that at 17, 18, 19, and I don't think it at 20. I don't think there's any reason that I should have been able to do things at 18 that I couldn't have done at 16, 15. I know we have to cut it off somewhere. I'm saying that I don't think age is a particularly good measure of mentality. There are 25-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 35-year-olds that I wouldn't trust with anything more than a plastic spork. And it's so ridiculous, and it hits me hard right now because I'm a couple months out of 21. The 18 and 21 thing, I think, is the thing that pisses me off more than any other thing in this whole entire age limit bullshit. When you're 18, you're a legal adult by any definition of the word. The 21 thing is a drinking age. That's all it is. I'm not even going to say that's all it should be because it should not be. But the problem is they seem to attach a lot of crap to this 21 now. Ever since Mothers Against Drunk Driving, which was made up of a bunch of uptight dickwad soccer moms, decided that they should have the drinking age at 21 because it would prevent drunk driving deaths, which statistics have shown that it didn't. Ignore the facts, as many people out there who do stupid laws and shit like this do. They ignore the facts and only do the emotion. It's kind of how the laws are made, especially in New York. When Matt introduced that, then you raise the drinking age up to 21. The states had a choice on raising it to 21 or keeping it at 18, a sensible number, when you get all of your other rights, like voting, joining the military. Sometimes it's the age of consent in your state. The states had their own choice to do that, but the government had them by the balls, and they wouldn't get their tax money for their highway program if they didn't raise their drinking age to 21. So that's what we call overextending your power, basically. You don't have the power to do that as the government. That should be the state's right, but the government's got you by the balls. They have your balls in a salad shooter. So the 18 to 21 thing. You're legally an adult at 18, but until you're 21, you're kind of an adult junior. And that adult junior thing pisses me off about more than anything that I've ever had to deal with in my entire life. Okay? At 18, I turned 18 on December 1st of 2008. It was a snowy day and the wind was blowing through the trees, and I still remember, I don't know what it was like. I remember that I turned 18 on December 1st of 2008. December 26th, the day after Christmas of 2008, I bought my first gun. Because I was legal now, I'm going to buy my first gun. And it was a 22. And then I moved up in calibers from there. I think the next thing I got was a 12 gauge, then maybe another 22, and then I got my AR. Big dangerous guns now, but I finally had the right to do this. And here I am, a couple months out of 21, when I'm not more mature. I guarantee that I'm not any more mature than I was at 18, 19, 17, 16. I'm not all of a sudden more mature now. It's not like somebody flipped a magical switch when I turned this, nonsensical number, that I'm not more mature now. And now that I'm 21 in a couple of weeks, New York State is telling me that, yeah, you can... Actually, it's not even New York State. It's the federal government. It's the fucking federal government's doing this. That's telling me, yeah, you can't really have a pistol because you can conceal it, and that could be dangerous. Okay. Do we remember the great tragedy of Columbine, when they shot up the fucking place with a high point 995, the same gun that I have, and killed all those people, and it was a big tragedy? Oh yeah, that person wasn't 21 either, and all their guns were gotten illegally. I think the whole "you can conceal it, so we're cutting down gang violence by making it 21" thing is a big crock. It's the biggest crock of shit I've ever seen. The 18 to 21 discrepancy is a crock. I've been to casinos with table games, because there is actually a casino with some very nice table games here in New York called the Turning Stone Casino. If you ever go, it's in Verona, New York. It's very good. The Pawn Stars are going to be there on the 27th. You should probably check that out. And table games are fun. The video lottery terminals, or the slot machines, those kind of blow. But unfortunately, the one, like if I wanted to go to Vegas, Vegas is another thing that gets me. If I wanted to go to Vegas, Sin City, I'd have to be 21 to go in the casinos. And trust me, I know, because I've been to Vegas before, and if you're not, they are very, very fucking rude to you. I will tell you that much. I was there with my parents when I was a young one. I was like, not even double digits, I was about 8 or so. And I would go through the Vegas casinos, and because I had to get to the room, I had no interest in, stopping and looking at the slot machines or all that. But they were very fucking rude. Like my mom or dad had to tie her shoe or something, or maybe she wanted to check out a machine. And those little fucking puny little fucks that run those casinos out there, and you give somebody a badge and they got all the power, would come and usher me along. Oh, we can't have you stopping in these casinos. You need to keep moving. We can't have you stopping in casinos. Fuck you. All right? Giving you a badge and making you think you're all amazing isn't that great. So I'm still ranting. This is like the longest rant I've ever had, but I am pissed about this damn 18 to 21 discrepancy. The people that say, oh, you can join the military and you can vote and you can die for your country and all that shit at 18 are correct. It's complete nonsense that not only did the drinking age start the 21 thing and not do anything, because I hate to tell you, but I've drank before I was 21. Everybody on the whole fucking planet does. Not only did that not do anything, they attach things to it, and that's what pisses me off. It started out as the drinking age. And by the way, 21 is not when your brain develops. There have been many, many studies that have debunked that myth. It's more like 25, so the 21 thing didn't do anything anyway. They attach things to it, like the piss permit thing, like I said, that really pisses me off that you think that I'm safe enough with a big, M4 assault rifle, which even is not, that's a bad word to call it, but, an M4 rifle, but pistol, which shoots a smaller, less powerful cartridge. That oh yeah, but I could conceal the pistol. Oh yeah, so I got to be 21 because those 3 years, which I know for a fact, as I'm on the tail end of those 3 years, I know for a fact have not changed my maturity level at all. I graduated college at 19. Okay, I graduated college and didn't have a single semester where my grade point average was less than 3.5, and you're gonna decide what's right for me. Um, and you're gonna tell me that I'm gonna be more mature now at 21. You're a bunch of fucking assholes if you think that. So in about less than 4 months now, I'm coming up on 3 months. I'm gonna be 21. I can tell you right now that right now, when I was 19, when I was 18, when I was 17, I did not magically gain any more maturity right now. My parents weren't retards, and they didn't let me grow up to be some sort of a jack off. So as such, this whole, not only is the 18 to 21 discrepancy pissing me right off, it's this whole tying age with maturity thing. There are 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26-year-olds that I wouldn't trust with anything more than a plastic spork, like I mentioned earlier. It doesn't have anything to do with age. Then the smartasses will say something like, well, then how do you think we should limit these things if it's not age? I don't know. These are big questions in life. How did we get here? Where do we go when we die? How should we decide who gets what, but without slapping some stupid age thing on it? I don't know. You don't know. And especially the government doesn't know, so slapping an arbitrary age on there saying, you know what, you, this YouTuber right there, the one I'm looking at right now, when you are 21, you'll be able to handle these big scary pistols. Unbelievable. And then like the same thing goes for drinking. When I'm 21, I'm magically going to be able to handle my alcohol, but the alcohol that I've had before this, I couldn't handle. I turned into a fucking maniac. It's bullshit. I really wish I would have hired Penn and Teller for this video right now, so Penn Jillette could come on here and just say it's bullshit. So yeah, I'm just really pissed off about this whole 18 to 21 thing. Because so far, like I said, they keep tying things to 21 just to make themselves feel special. We have the drinking age, we have the handgun age. If you want to go on a carnival cruise or any sort of cruise like that, you have to be 21 to get a room by yourself. Yeah, no. When I'm walking around, like even at college or even at a store, not only do I not get carded for buying anything that you need to be 18 to buy, lottery tickets and cigars and I don't know, probably some sort of like over-the-counter drug, something like that. Not only do I not get carded, most people think when they see me, unless I told them, that I'm like 25 or 27. And the way I act would make them think that I'm like 25 or 27. If I'm going to a seminar, if I'm going to the range, nobody thinks, hey, look at this guy, he's 20, because tying your age to your maturity is retarded. Like I said, if you want to go on a carnival cruise, you got to be 21 to be unaccompanied. Yeah, because I'd tear up the fucking place. I'd throw something through the window and just piss everybody off. Dave and Buster's can go burn in hell. Let me tell you why. They also have to be you have to be 21 to go to Dave & Buster's, which is basically the adult Chuck E. Cheese. Great business plan. Make your company after a company that sells pizza to children. Anyway, Dave & Buster's, you have to be 21, but they're rude about it. And this is what I find. Whenever they're going to have a ridiculous age limit like this 21, they're rude about it. Like I said, I got bothered in the Vegas casinos about this. Dave & Buster's on their website, instead of saying, we would like it to be 21 after 10 o'clock. I think 10 o'clock is their cutoff time. They're rude about it. They have to say the little kiddies, i.e. the people under 21, need to get out of here by 10. You just called me a little kitty. That's an insult. Okay? Now, another argument these people for these age limits like to make is that, don't rush your life. You will be 21 eventually, and don't rush your life. I don't want to rush my life at all. If I could stay 18 right now, 18 to 20 my whole life, I would be great. But this is the thing I want you to remember from your video. Don't take my fucking rights away. I was saying the Mothers Against Drunk Driving thing, and some people might be saying, how could you say bad things about Mothers Against Drunk Driving? They're nothing but a good organization. It's terrible that your kids died in a drunk driving accident. It's terrible and it shouldn't happen to anybody, and I don't anybody that it happens to. But when you want to take my rights away because of your child's stupid decision, then I have a problem with that. then I don't really have any